It seems that nothing is safe from biotechnology. Right now, I need to show you some of the ways the sweetener industry is being recreated, and it's coming to a product near you. One example of the redesign of the sweetener industry is an Israeli company, Emai Proteins. They are said to have developed sweet proteins like those found in some equatorial fruits, which, not being sugars, they're proteins. The body breaks them down in a different way. Emai's one protein, thaumatin, is based off a protein found in a primarily Nigerian plant, katemfe. I say based on because with the cost of picking and shipping, extracting and processing, the plant isn't feasible for scale. Instead, MI uses computational protein design utilizing massive computer processing to map and model the structure and energetics of proteins. They say proteins are like a necklace of beads, and the beads are the amino acids that make up a protein. MI uses computational protein design to mix and match beads on the necklace until the resulting protein has just the right composition. Computational protein design is resource intensive, but Amai had $120,000 worth of cloud computing time donated by Amazon and Google. According to Ilan Samish of Amai Proteins, they're using agile integrative computational protein design to redesign existing proteins. The novel and non-GMO ingredients are healthy, meaning to them 0 calories, 0 glycemic index, tasty, cheaper than sugar in sweetness units, widely food compatible, scalable, sustainable, and environmentally friendly. Thus far, Amai has produced several nature identical and designer protein sweeteners. So while they've based their designer protein on the thaumatin found in the katemfe plant, the man behind the protein says he's never even seen the katemfe fruit or been to Nigeria. His laboratory-produced sugar substitute is a, quote, 100% designer protein. These designer proteins don't raise your blood sugar or insulin levels. They say they steer clear of your liver. They say they don't burden your kidneys and that they affect your microbiome in a way different to sugar. Please keep in mind when we're looking at all of these technologies that are being passed off as food. Our bodies are a system of chemical cascades. Everything we eat, we drink, we breathe, even what we see and hear changes us physically. Your body is constantly remaking itself. Cells are made, cells die, and if you think about it that way, it's easy to see that we are being modified. As I've said, these proteins are considered non-GMO. They say that for a food to be considered a GMO, you'd have to be eating a modified version of the plant or the yeast itself. But Amai's final product, like so many synthetic biology products on the market today, contains no remnants of the host organism's DNA, so they say it's non-GMO. And the sweet protein powder that is produced by their modified tiny life through fermentation is said to be several thousand times sweeter than sugar. And before we move on to another sweetener technology, let me just say, fermentation, that's going to be a good giveaway for you while you navigate through this food world order takeover. Fermentation often implies biotech, especially if the product is also being touted as plant-based. Just saying. Another Israeli company, Dumatok, is taking tiny amounts of sugar, and they're doing this for salt too, and they load it onto silica, the stuff that's sometimes used as an anti-caking agent, but this allows them to spread out the sweet or the salty, and it also provides a replacement to the bulk lost when they remove sugar from a recipe for, say, muffins or cakes. Unfortunately, the process of editing these yeasts and things to make them do the bidding of the designer, this isn't a new technology. In fact, it has history connecting it to sweeteners, because some medications, like insulin, have long been produced in this same fashion. We should be working ourselves off of their synthetic system. Our bodies are likely dependent on their drugs, the pharmaceuticals, and the industrial food. Let me tell you, there are people with information out there who want to help you learn more about your body and ways to work with nature directly. No synthetic middleman. I suggest you give nature a try. Consider there are plants out there which industries have been built to eradicate, and if you give them a chance, they want to nourish your body. As I see it, the solution for the problems the world is facing as regards food is not to let the same monsters who have bastardized most food to shift gears into a new beast system taking us where they will. I say choose real food, real farmers. Choose nature, not nature identical. There are more companies making these synthetic sweeteners, and there's more than I can keep track of in the new food reality. But right now, we still have a choice. This can be stopped. And if people can see this, then maybe they can see the bigger picture that this is but a part of. Maybe they can see who benefits from it all in the end. Designer life. Think of the possibilities. I guarantee you they are. So you see, this is bigger than sugar. And unless people start to care about what they're being fed, and you start telling people because now you know, it's just going to keep coming. It's not science fiction anymore. It's not just in the future. These technologies are on the store shelves. They're at Burger King, and now they're coming for sweeteners. And the money and the big companies, the governments, they're all supporting this. Your celebrities and the universities, which many think so much of, they're all very much a part of this attempt to shift us to this artificial world. It's cheaper too. And it fits right in with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals takeover of the world. You need to act now. You need to remove your financial support from companies invested in these technologies. You need to contact the manufacturers of products that you buy now. Ask them if they use biotechnology in the making. Because if you don't say no to this, then you're basically saying yes, and the synthetic biology tidal wave will simply take you and yours along for whatever ride they've got planned. It's all about what you do from here, because they don't seem to have any plans for stopping. This is set to be the new normal for everyone around the world. The farmers are changing the feed. We're living in a backwards land, in case you hadn't noticed, and that's why I'm here trying to stop the ride. I'd appreciate your help if you could please share this video. All the sources are linked below. Thank you for listening.